will begin the faculty panel on the benefits of teaching at a PUI. Our first question for the panel is, describe your role as a teacher. How has teaching shaped your professional identity?
My identity as Monica is a mom, is a Latina in engineering, and I really love my roots and everything related to my culture. All of this going into teaching.
How teaching shaped my professional identity, it make me feel more like educator and think about how to be a better educator, but not only researcher.
I really loved being a student. I love learning things. And one of the first things I learned in my first year as a professor was how much teaching makes you learn it.
Especially teaching at Cal Poly Pomona, we do have a lot of students from underserved communities. I know that having an engineering degree will help them to really move forward in life and help even their families and mentor other people in their families. So I know the impact is huge.
And the other thing I really love as a teacher is I kind of wanted a profession where I'd get to interact with people and I'd get a chance to be creative.
Thank you so much. It's really great to hear the really impact of teaching has been on you. It hasn't taken away from your identities in any way, but almost enhanced it. Each of you have been able to take your own personal perspective and bring it into your classroom based on your love and your joy. For our second question, will you share with us how you have developed as a researcher at a predominantly undergraduate institution?
The first thing I did about to keep productive as a researcher in PUI is you still keep the connection with a lot of researchers who might not in PUI. So I still help mentor a lot of PhD students. And with the project that I'm doing with some PhD students, I be able to develop those as some of the materials for my class at Cal Poly.
Really like that, how you're bringing your research into the classroom. I think that really connects well with the teacher scholar model that is really predominant in the CSU system.
My predominant form of scholarship or research going in the realm of engineering education and, actually studying which techniques and which activities I did made an impact for students.
I was trained as a researcher. Everybody was thinking that I was going to go in a research institution and get funding and papers and the traditional research track, but I got appealed to the undergraduate school because they told me that I was required to work with industry. Well, Cal Poly Pomona was expecting something that was hands-on, applicable, bringing the industry. And I thought that really resonated with my personal and professional interest.
You can still do really good quality research with undergraduate students, and to be honest, it's very meaningful and rewarding to see your students presenting their work in professional societies among PhD students, government and industry researchers, and they're doing really good quality work.
It was really nice to hear how working at a PUI has really allowed you to think of research in a lot of different ways, whether you've done undergraduate education research, looking at strategies to improve teaching and learning. I think that's huge and very impactful for the future of education, to working with industry and having real projects that are going to impact students and the professional society that we work in as engineers, to continuing to collaborate with your advisors or PhD students at other institutions to keep growing your research. And I think one of the best takeaways from what you shared is that you take your undergraduates to these conferences where they are listening to their peers, they are listening to people they admire, PhD students, postdocs, industry leaders, and they're competitive. They're creating research that is changing our society. How has being a mentor impacted you at a PUI?
Mentoring has been the highlight of my career. I don't think that I would have had this opportunity to experiencing mentoring in a different institution, in a research institution. But I think that this is what has kept me here.
So have students email me back that's spend time with them, that change their minds, what they want to do, and they really like what they are doing now, and they appreciate that I spend time to talk to them. I also have several students actually went to PhD program because the summer undergraduate research, and at that time they didn't get a chance and they email me back, and so I eventually have them for the research study, and they end up going to PhD study. So
been working at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo for like 20 years. So I have thousands of alums that have come through my classes. Some of them have become managers in industry and top technical successful, and some of them have left the industry. And I take their stories, to heart of trying to then mentor current students of there's lots of different ways to do this.
Thanks for your stories about mentorship. Your stories remind me how mentorship can lead to lasting friendships. And being at a CSU, you have time to spend with your students and your door is open for them. And they're able to talk to you about many things that can go beyond what's going on in class or research, but also where their futures go and where their futures lie. And the publication output requirements for promotion and tenure at PUIs are typically lower than those at PhD granting institutions. Share what this has meant to you in terms of professional and personal balance.
The relaxing of the publication makes writing and publish paper much enjoyable because you're not in hurry. You must publish how many them per year?
Allows you to have this freedom. Suddenly, when I came here, the weight of publishing at any cost was removed. I could really focus on areas that I enjoy and I like. And surprisingly, my publication numbers are still good. I still publish well. I still publish in respected journals, but I do it because I actually enjoy doing it.
One thing I want to add about a PUI and this idea of publishing is it really does allow you to balance your personal and professional lives because the pressures of publishing are not at the same level. And one of the benefits I had is from a personal side was I was able to have 2 children during the tenure process. I had one in the 3rd year and at the end of the 5th year. And I didn't feel nervous or scared. I felt supported and encouraged and respected by my colleagues. If there's any other successes that you personally would like to share to a PhD student, a postdoc, that because you are at a PUI, you are successful, that maybe you would not have been at a research institute.
But in the last project that I am actually working right now, funded by NSF, it was requirement that I became a coach, a professional development coach. I am a certified and trained as a coach. And now I'm coaching faculty members. And I never thought about that as something that I love and enjoy, actually. That has transformed the way I approach things in the classroom too.
So as a professor, I got involved in the International Center and found out about different teaching abroad opportunities that professors could do. And so I was able to teach in Munich for 3 summers, which was really a great experience for me. And it kind of satisfied that itch I always had to study abroad. And I've since been working with the International Center to make more international opportunities available to engineering students.
I had a question for Dongfeng. You're a much more recent faculty member to join the CSU. Can you share what drew you to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo?
I think I actually get a lot of offer the year I was coming here, and this is the one that I thought it would be the last option I come, but I come here. I think majority of the reason is because of the faculty and the student. All other university I went to visit, the students and faculty are also very nice, but I see more vivid, like life here.
Thank you for your time. We hope that this faculty panel really shows you how an opportunity at a PUI can be endless. Once again, thanks to our panelists for joining me today.